Good day, everyone. I am Tizon, and today I'm going to discuss the article that I choose. The article that I choose entitled Climate Change Impacts on Environment, Human Displacement, and Social Conflicts in Nigeria. The abstract of the study. In northern Nigeria, drought and desertification have grossly affected water available and land capacity for both pasture land and farmlands. Hence, the northerners, particularly the youth, inevitably migrate to the south for greener pasture for themselves and the animals. Most of these youths are uneducated and not skilled to secure employment. They therefore become an instrument in the hands of religious bigotry. This climatic change can also result in a rise in sea level, thereby increasing the floods events, especially in Nigeria's lowlands. These changes have not only caused fierce conflicts, but have additionally brought about the death of thousands and rendered many homeless. The Nigeria Middle Belt has been the region most impacted by violent death resulting from land resource scarcity. The conflicts has ensued between contrasting groups when essential resources become scarcely limited. Northern Nigeria accounts for 68% of every first death due to the issues of land between farmers and pastoralists in 2006 and 2014, a figure not half the reported cases in 2018 alone. The inadequacies in the Nigerian adaptation efforts to its dwindling climate could be attributed to corruption, institutional shortcomings, and political will predisposes the country to more dangers of environmental change impacts. Therefore, climate change mitigating and adaptation measures, unbiased and efficient conflict management strategies, as well as the improved condition of living must be ensured by the government stakeholders to save current and future generations of the country from havoc due to climate impacts. The rationale of the article. Climate change is defined as a change in the condition of the climate that is differentiated by changes in the mean as well as fluctuation in its properties and the lasts for decades and more. Two major causes, biogeographical and anthropogenic, have a key role in climatic change. Researchers have been paying increasing attention to the impact of climate change on displacement, relocation, and social conflict in recent decades, revealing that the environment should be carefully investigated when breaking down the key drivers and the results of climate change. Conflict, displacement, and forced migration have all been linked of lack of land resources as a result of climate change effects. Climate change is one of the world's most pressing environmental challenges. Nigeria's climate is not immune to changes in average weather, including temperature, precipitation, and wind conditions. The objectives of the article. The aim of this article was to learn about the impacts of climate change on the environment in Nigeria, including human displacement and social conflicts. Also to understand the relationship between climate change and forced migration, displacement, and conflict. Also to learn about Nigeria's climate change adaptation efforts and inadequacies. My reflection on its biological importance. Nigeria's government has implemented laws and initiatives to tackle climate change and its repercussions, and foreign partners such as the World Bank, UNDP, and CIDA have provided support in the form of financing, technical assistance, loans, and capacity building. Nigeria has also ratified a number of United Nations resolutions on environmental sustainability. Unfortunately, due to a lack of political will institutional flaws, and profiteering, none of these attempts have resulted as a substantial fight against climate change. In Nigeria, there is also a lack of recording and responsiveness of climatic variability and its effects. However, they would necessitate significant resources, such as funding, technical know-how, strong administrative structures, and steadfast legal frameworks, none of which the Nigerian government can deliver. It is very important to weigh forward because all aspects of climate change, including its causes and impacts, must be holistically addressed to be able to win the war against in Nigeria. Mitigating climate change has to do with all measures to taken to lessen the rate, magnitude, and consequences of climate change, especially anthropogenic motivating factors of the menace. This includes of reduction of glass flaring, burning of fossil fuel, and deforestation, but rather encouraging reforestation and afforestation, adoption of green energy, and greenhouse gas cleaning technology. These include sustainable agricultural practices, stopping the encroachment of wetlands and floodplains, development of drought and heat-resistant crops, construction of storm and flood barriers, and strengthening public health. Next is conflict management. The understanding of documentation of the cause of dispute in Nigeria would help to develop action plan in managing current conflict, first to prevent a future one. For instance, fair sharing of land resources among concerned groups would undoubtedly prevent conflict. The assistance should be given to pastoralists to engage in sustainable intensive animal husbandry, as seen in many development countries, against the prevalent extensive pastoral system in Nigeria. It is also important to improve livelihood, poverty reduction, employment, and provision of social amenities, both in the cities and rural areas, would to a great extent enhance the standard of living in the community. There should be establishment of technical schools for indigent youth to study on loan, as seen in the development countries, to cater skill acquisition of the uneducated and unskilled youths. In conclusion, it was revealed in this article that migration, displacement, and social conflict are consequences of resource scarcity caused by drought and desertification and flood events engineered by climate change. Nigeria has been facing the secondary impacts of its changing climate, though exacerbated by ethno-religious divergence, which are manifested violent conflicts, internal displacement of people, and forced migration. The poor response of the Nigerian government to its dwindling climate, varied in gross dearth of political will, institutional defects, and proliferating predispose the country to more danger of climate change impact soonest. Therefore, mitigation and adaptation measures of climate change should be unbiased and efficient conflict management strategies, as well as to improve condition of living must be ensured by the Nigerian government and all stakeholders to save the current and future generation from havocs of climate change. That could be all. Thank you.